Hello guys, my name is Jana and welcome to Wednesday's Scam Tech Live. If you have a communication online with any lady and asking is she real or just another scammer or is this too good to be truth, you are definitely at the right place. I will help you to figure out if you have communication with any lady to find is she a scammer or is she a real woman. I will help you with my tips. I will help you to recognize what is typical, what is not for our real Ukrainian women. And today I prepared some video for you. As well, guys, I will put the StreamYard link and you are welcome to my studio with your story. If you have one, if you ever was scammed at any site, you can come to me on camera face to face and share your story, and it will help to other viewers to prevent the same situations or to recognize what place they are being at, or probably even to see the woman they communicating with, which scammed you in the past. So here is my StreamYard link in the chat, but please, my suggestion to use this link when I will continue to deliver my topic, my information for today. So let's watch the video, and I will stop, I will pause this video and give my comments, okay?
Very caring and family is always in the first place for her. She's a wonderful housewife and loves to cook and create comfort, take care of her husband and kids. But at the same time, she does not have high expectations from men, but just wants to be loved. She also
So nice beginning, right? And it's actually a type of wife what you want to meet. Am I right? Tell me in comments, please.
like a sexy runway supermodel. Something like that. Apparently, several of my friends from India on a language exchange site imagined me. They were ready to bring me to Mumbai as soon as I'll say yes and make me a happy wife there. And I was 15. I don't know if you have ever heard of such phenomenon as Slavic women. Most likely you have. Leave a like if you haven't, leave a comment if you're breathing. So it's a Russian, Ukrainian or Belarusian woman and so on. We're all different in fact, but then it comes to such phenomenon as ideal woman for marriage, we are often combined into one large group of Slavic wives from Eastern Europe. If you Google the best foreign women for marriage and relationships, what I don't advise you to do, just don't. I will check. Then Ukrainian and Russian women will definitely be in the top 3, if not in the first place. Does it flatter me? In a way, yes, if it were true. Of course, if a good-hearted man are interested in dating a Russian just because he's interested in the culture or something like that, that's amazing. You are a free person. You can do whatever you want. But there is such a frightening phenomenon as the Slavic mail order bride, where in general men order Slavic women for themselves as in some Oriflame catalog. Question, why does it even exist? So, is it true that Slavic woman is a perfect match for everyone? No, you've been bamboozled. There are many factors that had led to the emergence of such sexualization and objectification of Slavic women. It is rooted in a long history of stereotypes and prejudices that portrays them as exotic, submissive, and hypersexual. These stereotypes are perpetuated by many media and advertising, well, because sex sells. And which sells even more than knowing that Russian girls is hot, only what they want you only because you are not from the Soviet Union. It is considered what in Russia and in other countries of the former Soviet Union they live badly. They do not have the same equal rights with men as they have in the West. They also suffer from a low standard of living and low salaries. Hence, some people have a stereotype that from the foreigner men they only want money, which is strange because some men on the contrary sure that they're not that mercantile at all comparing to women from their country. country. I feel like one of them is wrong, or both. However, then it comes to raising girls in Russia, we do still have clear gender roles. On the type that girls are beautiful flowers and should know how to cook and keep the house and themselves clean, and boys are the future men who are not allowed to cry and need to support the family. But still, this is more characteristic of the older generation, and I would watch someone to try to say something like that to a Russian Gen Z. I'm also Gen Z, but some younger representatives of us is kinda scary. In addition, many are sure that in Russia, women are much more numerous than men. There are not enough men, and the competition among women is very high, and that's why Russian women are so well dressed and even go to the grocery store all dressed up and with perfect makeup. Sorry, without makeup because we are naturally that beautiful. In general, here are few men, and those men who we have, alcoholics and tyrants. That's why Slavic women are so desperate and sexy. Just beckon them with equal rights, and you can already order them by mail. And let me speak from my heart. At some point, it is true, but mostly not. On the one hand, yes, Russia is still not an ideal environment with the perfect equal rights, and we still do not have such law as a domestic violence law that will protect women who are subjected to physical and emotional abuse in marriages. This is a really huge problem, but as you already know, our government is busy with something else. But feminism here, thanks God, exists and still continues to develop. In fact, equal rights of men and women, as well as equal work opportunities for women, were spelled out in the 1977 Constitution of the USSR. So as Slavic or Russian women, we do not have any particular inclination to the patriarchal structure of the family. Slavic women, just like any other woman in the world, they don't want to stay at home and take care of our people. They strive to be independent, have a high income and status, as well as successful career and self-realization. And I guess I did not surprise you with that. I hope. Of course, it is worth admitting that women of my mother's generation, they just mostly had two jobs, at the factory and at home with children. And even though now we have a ban in Russia on the same-sex marriages, a lot of people here were raised in the same-sex family, mother and grandmother. And men often went out to buy cigarettes and never come back. Or come back but drunk. So yes, to some extent, women in Russia were going through hard times, then they had to take care of the whole family by themselves, to take care of children and earn money. And indeed, for many, the opportunity to have only one job, caring for children and home, could be considered a real gift. But this is not some special mindset or reverence for traditions. This is just simple human tiredness. The desire to finally relax and get the very security and calmness that money gives. And although this time is long gone, thanks God, and everything changed for the better, unfortunately, our good old capitalism managed to take advantage of this. The human trafficking market for Slavic women is a multi-billion-dollar industry that preys on vulnerable women who are seeking a better life. These women are often lured into false promises of employment or marriage, only to find themselves trapped in a life of a sexual slavery and exploitation. The reality of human trafficking is far from the romanticized image of mail-order brides who will be happy to leave their country and be a caring wife. It is brutal and dehumanizing crime that destroys lives of countless women. Moreover, the idea of Slavic women dream of living abroad and having financial stability in return of obedience and any other dubious services is just a trick of such sites, of course. And I don't even know if it's worth saying that such sites are almost always a scam, and the girls literally works there or is forced by life circumstances to work. To expect that she'll love you and obey you and take care just because she was born like this, an absolute lie that such sites lure their customers there. And it makes it bad for men who don't get what they were promised and women who become literally a commodity. I understand who use such services and why, and I understand people who are not averse to profit from these people, but that does not change the fact that it's complete bullshit.
Guilty.
And some time ago, some of this was close to the truth, especially after the collapse of the USSR. Now women in Russia are not much different from women in the rest of the world, and only a certain percentage of people who learn a foreign language or interested in the culture of our countries have a desire to get to know a foreigner. And they're not people who choose a family instead of career, how all sorts of sites like to show it. They probably want both, just like you. And the desire and need to urgently leave the country because of poverty no longer exists in Russia. Well, did not exist. Now I'm not sure. So I wanna say that Slavic woman is not just an object of desire or something else. And the stereotypes that they are different from the women of your country, it is just a stereotype. And on one hand, stereotypes are fine. Like, you can and you should joke about it. I'm always here for that. And that in general does not cause much harm because smart people like you and me, we know that all people on the planet are different and same at the same time, regardless of gender, race, and color of the skin or hair. That's why they're called stereotypes, in order to be very inaccurate. And on the other hand, if there were no such people who believed that Slavic women can cook better and obey their husband, there would be no such sites as mail order bride. So let's challenge these stereotypes that dehumanize Slavic women and make them just a perfect object for love and cooking. And to support that, in the next video I will make for you few Russian dishes and you will see that I will make them not eatable. So please follow. As always, I will wait for your opinion in the comments, and thank you so much for watching this video until the end. Please support my little channel with likes and
Okay, guys. So, what is your guess? Do you think I agree with Nastya? And do you believe to this lady that everything what she did describe is truth? Her opinion, for me, is quite contributive. On some points, she is very accurate. First of all, about numbers of women, which is really, in reality, is really higher than amount of men by statistics, right? And of course, the deficit of women, of good quality men is a reason why women struggling to find a good husband. And here is competition begins. But of course, it's not a reason why Slavic ladies are beautiful. It's more about genetics and more about fashion. So nowadays, people used to think, used to count Slavic ladies as very beautiful by modern beauty standards. You can agree with that or disagree. It depends on personal taste. But for me, it's more important not only outside beauty, but I know, guys, majority of you will chasing a high bar, yeah, a high beauty level lady. But of course, more important not just to receive a doll or a beautiful picture, important to be compatible and to have a good life together, to have good level of relationships. I'm not agree with that part that feminism in Russia or in Ukraine exists. Not sure about Russia. Never heard something like that. Maybe they could have few parades which could be organized with the private group or something. But my guess that it's more about to receive protection from domestic abuse. In this way, I can agree to receive certain protection, but not that feminism which you used in the Western world. I don't know any woman in Ukraine or in Russia who will fight to pay her part of the bill. It can be possible only if she already friend zoned you and don't want to give you wrong expectations, not to have obligations towards you. Yeah, so you can't pay my bills just because I don't want to take an advantage from you, just because I'm not ready to build relationships with you. So when a man pays is allowed only when woman ready for beginning of relationships with this guy. So in this part, I can agree, but not that kind of feminism, of course. We already, by law, have all the rights to vote, to dress whatever we want. That part, when Nastya shows that videos that men abusers, alcoholics, or have untraditional, not traditional sexual orientation, or different kind of freaks, such people exist, of course. I believe in any countries. Uh, so some people, they can do that. Nobody can force them to stop, not to show. We have independent countries. So such group of people as well exist, but I can say in a very small percentage. It's not something common and usual in Ukraine. I can say it's as well fruits of spoiled generation with the too much independence, with the wrong content. It's networks and TV propagandas and whatever different kind of movies or modern video clips. Like when we're receiving too much freedom, it's I can't agree that it's good level of life, quality of life when we have dictature, when our government controlling too much, but at the same time too much independence. Different people can be influenced in a different way, and when society has too much independence, different people can use this in a different way, right? Not always good and appropriate for all other people. But if we will return to traditionality, I I'd wish to say that in that part, uh, Slavic ladies, I will talk mostly about Ukraine. So from Slavic countries, I was in Russia, in Poland, and Czech Republic. So it's closest country to Ukraine. Yeah, and I have friends from Belarus, from Russia, some ladies, and during conversations you can see how they talking about their family, how they raising kids, how they treating their husbands. I can't find much differences between Ukrainian ladies and my acquaintances. But again, of course, you might understand that my acquaintances, so that people who I will support communication, of course, they might have some things in common with me. Only this way, yeah, can be some communication. So plus or less, those people are equal to me and have the same life values and views. That is why, like, I can support communication, and I can see that our views very common. So I would say that traditionality in Ukraine still exists, and it's normal part of dating and relationships inside family, when woman take care of herself to be beautiful for her husband or for herself in general, as much as it possible. Yeah, sometimes we can have some days with the when the lady can feel not very good, yeah, and she cannot dedicate too much time to sleep a bit, to rest a bit longer. But still, of course, makeup is always welcome to our ladies. They addicted to beauty procedures, yeah, to support their beauty level, to dress well, not to look like a homeless. Home cooking, yes, again, depends. There can be some exceptions, and some ladies, they cannot like cooking, prefer to order something. It's their choice, but again, it's about percentages. It's not something usual. So usually, our people, and part of the reason comes from economic level as well. So it's, I can say, more financially reasonable to cook at home, because to buy all the ingredients at a grocery store and to cook at home is cheaper than to have a meal out all the time. So the, I can say, the more poor the family, the more they will save and cook by themselves, and to buy not very expensive meal, right? And the more financial freedom and opportunities you have, so you can save your time but not save your money, yeah, and order something from the restaurant, order some delivery, or buy some delicious food. which is not a problem nowadays. Yeah, plenty of restaurants, apps with the delivery services, but it costs, of course. And I can say that if to compare to cook dinner for family at home by yourself, and if to order a dinner for a family from the restaurant, it will be maybe 3 times more expensive. So you can make your conclusions. But I don't know ladies who cannot cook, who are not able to cook. Um, so I can't say that it is a problem. So they still try to be beautiful, and they still try to cook. Yeah. So majority of them. That's okay. To that part, when mail order bride scams, why such thing exist at all, right? Yeah, it can explain a lot that beautiful women were always popular and more desirable. And of course, the more beauty level of a woman, the more options she has. So, of course, a lot of ladies, they can try to find the better options, to choose better option. It's not always a case that the most beautiful woman can be very happy just because she can start relationships with the wrong man and even rich guys. It's not equality to a good guys. I mean that she will be treated well. Yeah, and they can struggle from different kinds of bad situations, bad treatment, from abuse, from too much jealousy, from a lot of things actually. So but so it's not just a stereotype, it is a reality. And my like tips to you here: if you can see very beautiful top model looking lady somewhere at the side, logic question: what are you doing here? Why you cannot meet a good man? What do you do in generally for living? What is your life situation? What are you seeking for in life? Where you want to be in the future? What kind of life you want for yourself in the future? And that can be a key in communication. But of course, guys, don't forget this, it's the key in communication if you shouldn't pay for this communication. It's about real women, but it can gives you a lot of understanding about her present life, about her personality, and about goals she pursuing. But such business started exist after Soviet Union was apart, yeah, had collapsed. It was a total poverty and lack of understanding what people are. So no certain laws, no certain rules, no certain businesses. It's changing of a huge system from communism to uh, capitalism, and like it was a mess in post-Soviet Union countries, and many people, they lived in real poverty, and it was, yeah, it was probably a dream for many ladies to escape from that old Soviet poor apartment and cities without good environment, without normal, stable opportunity to work. And of course, many ladies want to escape. It wasn't a case that they could escape easily. I can say that they had bad education, but English wasn't something like a strong side at educational system. So nowadays, yes, we have even schools with the or universities or some like occupations at universities which already studying in English language. So such thing exists for a long time in Ukraine already. There are some schools in English language, or at least with a huge amount of hours to dedicate to learn English language. But at the like back in 20, 30 years ago, 40 years ago, it wasn't very common to, not much people could fluently speak English language, right? But it's not the main reason to learn a language. If you have desire and skills, yeah, to some talents, yeah, to foreign languages. It's easy to cope even by yourself. If you motivate it enough, it is possible. But it was more about how lady by herself, without knowing anyone, learns language, any recommendations to work, without right occupation or diploma which she can use abroad, how she could escape from the country, to where it didn't, that moment didn't exist, that companies which are international who could fire, who could hire ladies easily like this, or any person, yeah, like nowadays. And I believe that to meet a life partner, a future husband, was the only case for those women. And it became, I can say, popular business for some people who turned this into business. So foreign grooms, they wanted to receive submissive, beautiful wife. And when she's from a poor environment, it's very easy to surprise with the simple, normal things, with good quality house, or with a car, or with good quality food. She was already happier than she was before. And lady could receive a key to normal life, right? If she can live there well. Nowadays, guys, we don't have these difficulties, these boundaries. So nowadays, things changed, and mail order bride scam business just scamming you to charge dollars for this communication. But it's not always a case that a woman really want to escape from her country and will be patient with the different challenges. She has a good quality life in Russia, in Ukraine, in Belarus, in other countries, and she can escape from by herself. She can move. She can legally receive this permission for living if she wants. Not to every country, but she has a lot of choices. Yeah, she has options. So don't think that you can easily just buy a bride. Guys, you might understand that you need to build this communication, this strong background, to find out your compatibilities, and only then it can work. And we're trying to help you to figure out the way you can build this communication, not to be tricked, and how to recognize when any person want to take an advantage from you. Advantage mostly like when you need to pay or send any financial support to this woman, but she doesn't have a serious goal to build relationship and family with you. So if you can see on her pictures, they already can tell you a lot. So if the woman looks like a top model, very fancy outfit, fancy background, she's somewhere on island or at expensive hotels, at fancy hotels, or different nightclubs, or luxury photo sessions, which cost, by the way, which cost. Not every average woman will have a few photo sessions somewhere at the studio, at a luxury outfit. Some ladies can do this, can order. It depends on their priorities. Probably she wants to see herself beautiful, or to have such pictures at her gallery, or to use these pictures if she really like want badly to attract a good man. For example, I don't have such photo sessions during all my life, so I have some, but just for myself, and it was more like accidentally, I can say, not in a fancy outfit, not at some rental fancy apartment for good background. So it's more usual to order such photo session for a family. For example, New Year photo session with all the family next to some New Year tree with kids, with the presents. But when a woman doing this by purpose at a very good looking, cocktail dresses with a different background, so usually they need to rent a fancy apartment for this, and to use different background, not only the same pictures. Guys, it cost, because it's professional makeup, it's fancy outlook. Even if she did rent, not buy this dress, still it cost, yeah, to rent this apartment, to pay to photographer. I can say it's out of budget of average woman. So you might ask yourself, why? What was the purpose to pay that much for this photo session for a lady? What was the purpose? Yeah, and if she has few, so I probably would consider this as a red flag, certain red flag. Not always, guys. Better to understand more details about this lady. But for me, it's kind of red flag that she doing these photo sessions uh, for purpose to attract guys for scam them to scam them. This is my perception because I'm basing on myself, my friends, yeah, and we usually don't have them. So the pictures can say a lot, and you should understand, of course, your SMV position, your SMV position, and age gap, and in general, your life position, yeah, her lifestyle, her life position. If she working as a teacher or as somewhere at the bank, at the grocery store, at some other like very average company, you might understand that she cannot provide that fancy lifestyle, yeah, to visit different countries, to pay these photo shoots to photographers and all these things. So it brings you a lot of information, right? And then you should have reasonable questions. Are you equal? Can you like cope with this lady, with her request, and why her request is like this? Will you be tricked with that or not? So a lot of understand information you just need to process during your communication, and when you can see where you met this lady. Do you need to pay for this communication? What is her lifestyle in general, basic on her pictures, on her answers? Yeah, and what is her request? And of course, guys, the more important, how sincere is she to you and how much time she dedicated to you. So, of course, age gap is a red flag. Fancy lifestyle can be a red flag if she really, like from a rich family, which can happen. Yeah, it doesn't mean that those ladies easily can meet a man, but she will search an equal man who can have the same lifestyle, because it would be disbalance. Yeah, it in majority of cases it will not work if you cannot provide this level of lifestyle she used to. So if she's communicating with you, but you can see that she's fancy woman, let's claim her like this, and you are like very average guy, and she's still saying to you, oh, that is fine, like I just communication, but you have to pay for this, it should be a question. So a lot of things you might be aware and cautious. So yeah, remind me if I forgot to describe something else from this video. Interesting to see your comments, so I will go to our chat. Andy, hello to you. Good evening. Hope you all overcome Xmas and nice way. You feel great. Cool. Cool. Good evening, guys. Yeah, here is my StreamYard link. So if some of you viewers have a story you want to share about your scam experience when you being scammed on any site, or staying in communication with the lady even out of any site, but you don't understand, is this lady serious to you? You're welcome to share. Nastya would definitely be my type. Interesting conclusion. I can say she is not a simple lady. She is quite sarcastic. I not completely agree with all information she given, at least in which way she presenting all the information. So I can say that majority of her statements are sarcastic, that to find a Russian or Ukrainian or Belarusian wife is not a good case. It depends where you searching. So if you're searching at the scam sites, of course, you will be never satisfied. If you're searching at socials, of course, you will never find a good woman. You just need to find that average woman who even cannot show herself at any place for meeting. Yeah, you can find her like in reality, inside the country, at places where good women usually spending time. So somewhere on the street, on the grocery stores, at the gyms, at I don't know, different kinds of things, but definitely not at the nightclubs, right? Hello, Juan Antonio, Huba Huba. Hello, Janочка. Have a great teaching moment. Oh, thank you. Muy buenas tardes, Jana. Hi, Gregory. Matthew Snow. Merry Christmas to you and your family, Jana. Thank you so much, Matthew. Glad to see you guys. Thank you. Merry Christmas to all of you. Bill as well here. Hi. Hello, guys. And Jana. Yeah, hello to you. I can't see any comments about the video. What? I recognize some of the sites shown earlier from work stuff. Oh, can be. Yeah, can be. Of course. I can say very sarcastic. Not typical type of woman. Not sure about Russia, okay, but for Ukraine, not that typical because not every man can cope with such personality. So you all should be a bit above, but not in an abusive way, yeah, in some respectful way, but you should be stronger, yeah, to cope with your personality. Because she can, yeah, give some such comments you will be not happy with, or she will be not happy with some of your behavior if you will be too nice guy to her. So she, I think, need to find to meet some strong person, yeah, and only stronger person can be compatible with such type of woman. So the sense of type of humor can tells a lot as well, yeah, about personality and about the lady. So I can't say that she will be that much submissive to her partner. Depends on his qualities. At least not every nice guy can be fine to her. Yeah, it's up to every taste, but yeah, agree. All natural color of hair, you can find attractive people. Doesn't matter what sex. So red people can be very beautiful. So it's more depend on their face features and their body type and charisma. So if you have the three things which are fine, okay, doesn't matter. You have short hair or long hair. You have your blondie or brunette or red hair. Uh, so it's more up to your style, to your shape, and to your personality, to your charisma. I think you partly agree. Yeah, some things she brought very accurate. Yeah, about, for example, really, I'm not sure about nowadays, but in the past, it really could be a case when a man could go to the store and never come back. A father, yeah, and really, a lot of families were raised just with a mother and grandmother. Yeah, it's part of reality. What I think you agree to some of it, but not other things. You probably have a different opinion because a different culture. Yeah, some differences definitely exist between even countries which are close to each other or parts of past Soviet Union. Still, we after the collapse of USSR, we had different courses, yeah, different situation inside the country, and Ukraine. For sure, developed in its own way, and especially the way we chose our government. So we had different kind of revolutions which allowed here, just because people will be not patient if they not agree with something. In Russia, they never allowed to do that, and still, yeah, they cannot protest with anything. They will be arrested immediately. So their freedom is like very in brackets, right? The freedom of the world word William Dizzy, hello to you. Find a Bride is a scammer site. It's the name of the site. What is it? Find a Bride. Yeah, it can be, of course. 99% of all dating sites, they are considered as scam site. Agent. Okay. Yeah, for sure. And each person can has even from one country, the same country, and from the same city. Even it depends on multiply factors and depends on upbringing, on environment, on your character, personality, life experience, many factors which influence in us, of course. Uh, so yeah, I can agree with certain information which she delivered. Yeah, but with some information, I have opposite opinion. That is why I showing this video for you to give you my opinion. And those of you who knows me here during live streams, yeah, like my clients as well, like you can have some credit of trust to understand what is truth, what is not, and what was proved at our UDTV channel as well. You can see the opinion of our average ladies, and you can see the reactions and the way they answering questions and the way they behave in themselves. You can compare with things what were said and things what people do by their actions. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Bill, Jana is a typical average-looking, intelligent Ukrainian woman. Hard to believe your thoughts. Yes, Bill, it is. I cannot change anything here. So nice you find this sarcastic or funny, but yeah, I can absolutely agree with this statement. As I told you before, I will tell you the same now. Nothing changed. Average-looking, average level of intelligence, so I have average life, average education. Yeah, so not bad at all, but many people have the same here. And exactly, Russia has been known for brides to buy as trophy for longer time, so I guess the upbringing is the knowledge of some sort of feminism, as they know they can have it outside Russia. Such type of people exist, such women, right, who are fine to be a trophy wife. Yeah, they like their priority is just to have good lifestyle. So literally, they selling their beauty and being submissive to receive luxury lifestyle, but usually, not always a case, but usually, very rich people with a super lifestyle, they can achieve such things with the specific qualities, with the high ambitions. So that type of people usually as well demanding, yeah, to people they communicating. So to be a wife of such person means, yeah, to be submissive or very wise and flexible, yeah, to find solutions, how to communicate, how to keep this position, how to not get angry your husband, how not to struggle from his ambitions or power or whatever. So there are type of people who are fine, yeah, with that. There are another type of people who never can be patient with the mm, different imperfections. I will put you in this way, and they will seek for some partner who is more calm, who will keep boundaries and respect your personal boundaries, not to make any pressure. So I can't judge. I just want you to understand, to recognize that if you want to buy a trophy wife, yeah, it's just a trading of beauty and money. if you feel comfortable with that, you're welcome. It's your right, your choice. Yeah, but will you be happy with this? I prefer to think that better unions will be created with the pure feelings, not like a trade-in, but with the feelings when a person has real attraction and respect. I believe that it will work better for relationships. Uh, I don't know, not to be a part of it or be a police officer in specific company, or I don't know what companies fighting with human trafficking. I don't know. Yeah, I heard about such stories. I can't say that it's very common for Ukraine or Russia. Probably was in on certain areas or certain years. Maybe I can't argue. I'm not aware of this information, but I watched one program about ladies. I don't remember the country, but it's very like poor country, uh, like African countries or some other, with a very, very low level of economy. And literally, they can steal people, and their family will never mm, know what happened to this person. I can't say that it's something common for post-Soviet Union countries or for Slavic culture. I didn't hear that it is a case. Yeah. Mhm. Guys, seeking for a good comments because I can see you have some funny chat beside each other. Bill, if I find the correct woman after communication in agreement, this is not what would prevent me from flying out to meet in person, just to weeding out the best one for me. Okay. What, Janetka, I don't know how accurate this is, but I've read that in Russia, in particular, men are more handsy with their women. Women are more likely to look elsewhere to avoid such things. Handsy, you mean in which way? Like physical, uh-huh, laying their hands on their woman in a negative way. Mm, let me check, double check. Don't know accurate, but read that in Russia in particular, men are more handsy with their women. Women are more likely to look elsewhere to avoid such things. Mm, I can't prove or unprove. Depends what exactly do you mean. Physical, unwanted attention, like to touch a woman. If unknown person, a stranger, will do this on the street, a woman can go to police, and yeah, like he can have problems with the law. But unfortunately, if it is even her boyfriend, not legal husband, so if she already know this person, so then she will not receive good protection from the police. And the reason, again, because women more submissive, and when they suffering from unwanted attention or from domestic abuse, from any fight. After some time, I don't know, we don't have strict laws about that. And the process is very long. And during this process, that couple, can find an agreement in the future. So usually policemen, they keep these cases, don't pay attention too much to this. So not sure what exactly you're talking, hands in which way, just to in a, touch without permission, touch in which way, or this is I don't know how authentic it is. Still, not that accurate description. Thank you for your belief. Yeah, I still didn't got completely. You mean like physical abuse or sexual abuse or just something like not that much, not that hard. They beat their woman, so physical abuse. It's better to understand. Yeah, it is a problem. It is a problem. So physical abuse, even a slap can be physical abuse, but still it's a trauma for a woman. Not only physical, but mental trauma as well. And police will do nothing to a man. Not in Ukraine, not in Russia. I heard from a story from my friend. He lived in Moscow. He is a foreigner. Yeah, he by work he was in Moscow for some time, and he could see by his own eyes and told me this with the rolled eyes, with a shock, like I could see a case when in Moscow, yeah, when a couple going somewhere together, yeah, they have a walk, and in some moment they have a quarrel, they have a fight, and a man literally beating his woman outside on the street, nobody helping, and then she just get up and take his hand again, and they continue walking. So it's not something welcome or common, but sometimes you can meet such couples and women will still forgive this man and be under his influence for a long time for many reasons. She's scary to change something in her life. Mental abuse is very mm, my god, I forgot the word. Like it's very bad story, mentally bad trauma and baggage for each person, just because a victim not able to be responsible for her own life, because she already received this mental damage, that she not good enough, that she never will meet a good man, that this man who is abuser the best option in her life. He completely like crushing her self-esteem, probably even blackmailing her with some physical traumas in the future. So if you will leave me, I will kill you, or I will, I don't know, ruin your appearance in some way and make you invalid person or something, and you will definitely not want to live, or no one will look at you. So such cases we can meet, and unfortunately quite a lot, and a lot of women still forgiven their men, yeah, because have a lot of fears to cope alone, to be single, to become single moms, to be like not complete part of society, not to have full family, under the blackmailing, yet to struggle in the future. They will punish financially, not to support enough. Anyways, it would be a bad story, physically, financially, and mentally. In any ways, it will be bad story, but a lot of victims which suffering and really afraid, and as well the most important that those victims, they don't have enough support from and protection from the government, and not too much programs, and those programs are not like very popular. Or as well a case I heard as well from some program that the program exists, yeah, some woman organized a company who supporting women from domestic abuse, and she once could reach to this company, yeah, to receive any kind of psychological help or any other kind of help. And after some time, she will still, by her own will, and return to her husband, who is abuser, it worked very hardly, very difficult. Yeah, so this system, I don't know, it need decades, probably years and decades yet to change this. And the change will start from law system first, when a woman will have real protection from her government and real independence uh, to provide her life. Because Nastya said a correct thing, that like usually Russian, Ukrainian wives, ladies, they have two jobs, because one job is main, yet to help to provide for family, and another job is to raise kids, because in our countries is mostly mom's responsibility, woman's responsibility. So it's usually nowadays a little bit changing uh, in some areas. For example, not only mom usually will get a child to school and from school. Yeah, now dad's more involved, but still, when you will go to any tutorship, any extra classes of dancing, for example, so most likely mothers will be there, sometimes grandmothers, sometimes fathers, but mostly at schools, at extra classes, you can see that a woman, it's woman's responsibility, and still she need to cook, right, home food for whole family, and she need to cleaning, or any housekeeper, I mean some hired person. It's not a case here, so it's woman's responsibility. Home chores, men can help, it will be appreciated, it can be delegated for different areas of life, but in general, like to vacuum your house, to wash windows, shower cabin, to dust the furniture, to, I don't know, to throw away the trash, to go to grocery stores. So usually it's women's responsibilities, and we need to cope with all these areas of life, to work, to be chiefs on the kitchen, to be a housekeeper, to be a mom. Yeah, so best thing what men can do is to provide a good conditions for family, a good life. And woman will be glad to cope with all those things when she will not have a headache, yeah, how to buy or pay bills. Mm, well, yes, I can say that it's one of major reasons. I can't agree that in the past in Soviet Union, maybe, so it's still like a stereotype, yeah, that all men from past Soviet Union are alcoholics. I can't agree with this statement. So people can drink, but alcoholic is a person who addicted, yeah, and who can't control himself and can't aggressive in his behavior, yeah. So can be, but not that often. But domestic violence, not only physical, yeah, but mental or financial violence as well, when he like blackmailing, yeah, mm, a wife, yeah, can be an often case. What this is all over the Slavic nations, from Kazakhstan to Poland. Their men have alcohol problem and violence problem and abusive towards women. Just commented. Can't agree with alcoholic statement, but I can say when a man got drunk and man physically stronger, it can lead to not adequate behavior and to domestic violence because he drunk. Yeah. Hmm. Fancy, 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 red flag. Well, I can say yes. Like, I as well have few fancy girlfriends which are fancy from their childhood just because they are from a rich family, and then they as well were able to create something by themselves. Of course they will look for an equal partner just because she cannot cope with the different like we call this men alphonses, yeah. So it means if the man cannot provide the same level, yeah, and allow to himself the same lifestyle, and especially to take care to court a lady on that level she used to, it means that, for example, her present to her boyfriend for a new year would be more expensive. She has more resources, more opportunities, and his present would be something really not appropriate to her, yeah, not appropriate quality or not things of her interest. So most likely it will not work, right? But if you can see that lady in reality has cannot provide by herself but addicted to fancy stuff, this is a red flag, yeah. So you can't consider her that she will be with you by her sincere feelings, yeah, by pure interest. So she might be with you just because of financial reasons, yeah, because of you can provide for good lifestyle. Andy, Juan Antonio, remember Vita told us they need to be fancy so other look at them in jealousy. You know, Andy, it's a common case for Ukrainian women that you can look at women outside on the street and she can be very stylish. It's not always the case that this clothes will be fancy. So in fact, it can be very average by price, but it can look really, really good, like very fashionable. And she can has good hair, good makeup, nails, yeah, and has, I don't know, like good accessories, good phone, but she will live in a very not necessarily poor but very very simple conditions. So she will invest in her appearance at least to look beautiful for other people, but she for example cannot provide a good place of for living for herself, or if she has her own property she cannot do this good quality remodeling or like something else, yeah, which cost. So it's just a case of priorities, and many ladies their priority will be to invest into their appearance. But yeah, it still has borders, and you can look beautiful with not that much investment. And it depends how addicted she is to beauty procedures. In reality, guys, nowadays modern services from beauty sphere, they can offer you procedures for thousands of dollars monthly. Yeah, we can do a lot of things to our skin, different kind of massages, different kind of hair treatment, brow lashes treatment, stomatologists, dentists, yeah, like nails, pedicures, different kind of epilations, mm, different like a lot of beauty procedures. If you have a very like fat wallet, yeah, you can allow to yourself you know to make basic treatment. You can cope in $100 or $200 per month, and another person can actually spend thousands, yeah, if she has this opportunity. So it depends how addicted she to beauty procedures, what about her real financial opportunities, and how reasonable those procedures are. Jackson, to Juan Antonio, men that have the mindset of ordering a bride are no better than scamming ladies. Yeah, if nowadays you still believe that you can order, you cannot order anyone, right? At least it would be not decent, and most likely it would be a fake, and such type of men will pay for a fantasy, not never receiving the result. So partly I agree. I cannot say that. We can blame that someone deserve, but at least if you have unrealistic expectations and being delusional, you just will face cruel reality and never satisfy your delusional fantasies. So this is more close to reality. Yeah, we you cannot buy anyone. You can just earn, meet a good person and attract this good person by your good features. What about Janetka? I'd argue that pictures taken in a natural setting are more authentic than those taken in studios apartment that are set up in a certain way. Nowadays, just because scammers evaluate it, and they as well learning how you can recognize scammers. But at least pictures what I saw from scam sites from my client who was scammed, usually it's fancy pictures somewhere from the studio in fancy lingerie, in some swimming suits, with such things. So you can judge by pictures. Not always you will be protected if you can see some selfies or pictures took on phone by phone camera, yeah, somewhere in the park. It still can be a scammer. So you need to be aware of more details. Mm-hmm. Yeah, guys, I agree. So you can learn from this and already be cautious, yeah, when you can see one picture after another picture, like from a magazine, you should be cautious already. Mm-hmm. Yeah. In the mail order bride scams genre, I heard for of an agency like Match Guarantee that they take the woman and give them a photo session to make good picture for their profiles to make the lady feel good and sexy. I doubt that it can be possible, cannot judge without more details. It's still cost Andy. Can agency cover these costs? Honest agency just cannot earn a lot, okay? Just because if they work honestly. So it means probably they have some not always honest ways or charging for something else. In Dijon, I believe Nastya is young and somewhat westernized due to her audience online, so she caters to her fan base. I think in person she might be different. Yes, can be just because if you will be just a nice lady with the average content, you will be not popular. So yeah, it's different business model. To be a blogger, you need to be a bit freak. You need to be a bit. Mm, out of standards, probably. A bit more bold. So can be some boldness which comes with, to be on the top. If she has a blog somewhere in Instagram or at YouTube or somewhere else, of course, something average will not attract. Like, hello to you. Is it better to travel to countries in person? If you have this opportunity, you can do this, but still, you need to learn a lot about mentality, lifestyle. Would be better if you will have friends. So, to do this in person, you need to make studies and good preparation, and no guarantees absolutely that in one time travel you will meet someone even inside. Not always the case. I will explain you why. Just because not every person, every lady outside on the street, even at a good place, can speak English or can be single or looking for a husband abroad. So it is a specific niche of people. Yeah, because it's a challenge and not every lady agree to move to another country. And when anyone starting international relationship, it's supposed that someday you will move together. So, or you need to move to her country, yeah, to be next to each other, or she might move to you, which is more typical for lady, yeah, to follow her man. So not this is a big filter, yeah, to ladies, that not every lady will ready to leave her background, her family, her friends, her work, and risk with everything to trust to a man and to come to his place. So that yeah, you can do this, but learn when where you can meet a good person, or use honest agencies which are real. Jackson, why do so many Slavic women use sarcasm consistently? Do they consider it an endearing quality? Sarcasm is a part of our type of humor, and usually sarcasm used towards people when you don't want to be rude but cannot stand with some things. Yeah, and with the sarcasm, which considered as type of humor, it's like a type of comment. Yeah. So to show a person that I'm not that much agree with your statement or with something, some your actions, but I don't want to be rude and straightforward and teach you how to live, but my opinion is different. So some way, sarcasm as well can be like very rude, very straightforward, and can be very hidden. I can say it is bad or not bad, but definitely not often that. Sorry, guys, my cat makes some disaster at my place. But definitely, it's not when a woman very oftenly, very often using sarcasm towards her men. I can say that it's very good relationship. So some sarcasm can be light, and she can just like a funny trolling. In some situations, which can be funny, like very light form, right? But usually sarcasm is a hidden message that something wrong with this communication. She is not happy with you usually. So not towards any person you can use. You need to be very uh, mm, like not cautious, but very accurate, and understand what person you can use sarcasm with. Yeah, it's something what can offend. Like very often sarcasm can be used, for example, if I will receive some inappropriate comment, and I just don't know what to answer. Yeah, I can use sarcasm as a form of my irritation or something. Yeah, so I can consider sarcasm. I like sarcasm when it not touch some person, yeah, not hurting feelings. So it can be sarcastic joke, not towards someone, yeah, but like an anecdote or some meme, yeah, and we can laugh from ourselves, yeah, bring sarcasm towards ourselves about our habits or lifestyle or some things, yeah, some mindset. It can be funny when it doesn't hurt to someone, yeah, but if you using sarcasm to show that this person not good at something, yeah, and it's very like strict comment which can hurt. Yes, mg is a match guarantee, like uh, I will ask what to show the banner. Yeah, so we have an agency only with a decent woman. We interviewing ladies. We check in there. Thank you, what. So you can click here, yeah, and receive your free matchmaking consultation. And the purpose of this consultation is to show your probability of being successful with ladies from our database who already passed through certain filters that we can trust to their intentions, to their environment right now, that they have this real intention to move to foreign country in the future and to build the purpose, their main goal of life is to meet a future husband. So in this case, it can work if yeah, if you have as well serious intention, which as well will be checked here at this consultation. So if you have a strong desire to build a real relationship, not games, not one night standing, not pick up in not sexual tourism, but if you have serious intention to build relationship, yeah, and we will as well walk you through zone of success. So we will understand your life position right now. Are you able to cope with this international dating? So we will tell you there. If yes, we have happy couples. So two people who want to create something, they will definitely do that. Not that the match guarantee not accept everyone. They are honest with you and may reject you if they think you can't help you. Yeah, so during this consultation, we will filter those delusional men, especially victims after scam sites, which come to our agency at age 60 and their request to find a woman who is in her middle 20s. No, sorry guys, we can't help you. No, any woman from our database will agree for this, even if you're very rich. She will not sell her because she want to find a good man for living. Not so. Yeah, some like rules or expectations can be not accepted towards our women. We understand that it might not work. Yeah, so we will not try to help. It's out of our power. Yeah, we cannot force any woman to do this out of her real feelings. What? I understand your message, but Andy is right here because guys who never have been in Ukraine before and not know a lot of cultural features, they can be tricked with not only scammers, yeah, but with many people who understand that you will be naive, you're not aware to our system, our laws, our costs, our prices, and they can take double or triple price from men who never been to Ukraine and not know how to deal, how to agree with people, how to trade. So yeah, it can be expensive if you're not aware. You need some friend, I can say. I'd wish to say guide, but how you can trust to unknown person who can be a guide? We don't have such profession as a guide, right? So if you will have some friend or company or private person you can trust to, who will make your journey easier, yeah, who will help you with the services which you can use not to pay extra, who will help you to be protected from any kind of scammers, yeah, not to get into troubles. So yeah, need to learn such information ahead, and this channel is a part of to prepare you for to this information. You can ask here in the chat different questions, yeah, and it will help you to figure out. Yes, yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, not I can say just fortunate, but I can say more mature and understand, guys. And main problem of foreign men that you don't understand when woman is sincere and when is not. When she just a scammer who playing artificially this interest, she can say you verbally, promise you by text that you will meet, that you will create a family, that she wants 3 kids with you, whatever. How you can check? You can check ahead only by her actions, and we explaining you here that those actions that in her body language, in the way she looking at you, at the how much time she can dedicate into you. Yeah, like scammers, it's a work for them, and if you pay nothing, they cannot dedicate whole day. Not always a case that a woman who is working or busy with something, can dedicate that much time, but at least she will want, by her own wish, she will want to dedicate a lot of her free time to communicate with you. A big probability here if she has pure interest, which is different from scammers. So they will more have schedule, and dedicate not more if you don't pay for chat, if she communicating free with you or have video. So when people really enjoy enough conversation of each other, it can be sincere conversation 1 hour, 2 hours even, and can be in some cases can be even more if a lady has a day off and she really did all things she have to do, no obligations, she has free time, she will enjoy of your communication. But if this lady paid for this or not paid but without interest, she will never have time for you. Why she will dedicate this spend this chat video chat with you if it's free? So she can talk to you 10 minutes or say, hello dear, I need your help or something, bring some tough story. But she will not discuss unnecessary things about your life, about your present events, asking about you or your family, or try to find some compatibilities. She will be busy. She will try to catch you on the hook, but with the one purpose, to attract you to that level that you will offer your financial help. Good lady will never ask or hint, to financial help, and even not accept until she will not understand that you have a certain relationship after meeting, I mean. Jean Bond, hi to you, some new member at the channel. Men just don't want to get married anymore. The laws are against men now, and men don't want all the crap that comes with a marriage. You're talking about Western law system. In Ukraine, it is different. Men doesn't struggle after divorce because in Ukraine, they not paying alimonies to their ex-wives. They can split only 50-50, like basic, more expensive things like car or property if they bought during marriage only. Everything what they bought before marriage, only in their they own this, and not splitting with a wife. Alimonies for kids, just miserable. So our men doesn't suffering from this. We have marriages, and we have as well some men who are not serious and don't want to take the serious obligations on themselves. So very different situations. Like you can't compare two different countries, cultures with different law system. Hmm, interesting. And Antonio, hello. Why do people here need an agency to find a wife? Does nobody have here have game? What game? What game you talking about? Yeah, some people really need the help of the agency because if we were talking about international dating, and as well, few comments above that we men struggling from uh, divorce, in United States, for example. It can be a reason after hard divorce or feminism or different reasons that you cannot meet a lady at your local place. They can seek for international dating. That is why they can need the help of the agency, because how you can check on the distance, is this person is decent or not? Hachi. I don't know, she has a weird mood today and investigating all the room and try to find something. I don't know. So sorry for this sound on the background. By the way, Andy Nielsen, yeah, from comments, he used this consultation and we honestly discussed his life situation. And I told to him his honest chances, at least because of these channels from Match Guarantee, he escaped from scam sites, could recognize that these women are not legit. And with the match guarantee he tried, yeah, and we helped to find out. So if Andy wants, he can give his personal response in the comments. I will not tell you does he became a client or not. Yeah, but we at least had this consultation and discussed his chances. Oh, Jinmont, interesting. I have been to Ukraine and visited all the big cities and met hundreds of Ukrainian women. I would have to say that most loyal women in Ukraine come from the southern villages like Karolina Bugaz. What is it, Karolina Bugaz? I don't know such village. Or it's the name of the girl. I don't know. You can find loyal women all over the Ukraine, in big cities, in small villages. It depends on many factors. So many traditional women still exist who dedicate into family. Yeah, so I can't say which region is more loyal or more spoiled. You can find good ones everywhere. Oh wow, I'm so far at comments. I just see. Okay. Mm-hmm. Tip: use a free dating site that the Ukrainian used to meet Ukrainian women. No pay for letters, no pay for anything. You just meet Ukrainian women, but you will need to be on a Google to translate. I can't agree that it is a good tip. You see, that is why I'm here to prove or unprove some statements. Jin, not many Ukrainian ladies using any sites, dating sites at all, and such sites as Tinder and guys remind me another Badoo or something on started on B. We have a bad, not conclusion, but uh, not good opinion, bad opinion about those sites, because on free sites you will face usually just low Tinder, Badoo, Hingle, Bumble. Yeah, I read as well Bumble. So all these free site, they're not sites, they are like applications. Yeah. So they are free, but usually people meet just low quality people there, and you will face as well low quality women who will try to take an advantage. In reality, she will meet with you, but she will expect for a fancy date to eat for free in a restaurant and probably to do some shopping. Is it a real woman? Like, she's real, but is she decent? Does she has feelings to you? I can't agree. Yeah, and the same. Good ladies will not stay there just because they will face only cheap, low quality men who want just easy and free sex, and not to invest, not to commit to real relationships. Some exceptions can be, but it's major opinion about such applications or sites. So I'm sorry, but I disagree with you here that this is a good tip. Majority of average Ukrainian woman doesn't use any sites for dating sites at all. So you will better meet anyone just on the street. When you cross in the road, next to supermarket at the downtown of the city or village, yeah, you can talk to any woman, a company of women, like, hello, do you speak English? Are you single? If so, you can come with some interesting offer a question, a compliment, yeah, to get know a person, and it would be better chance to meet real decent woman. On that free applications, nobody controlling, filtering the qualities and the intentions of person. And if she has a wish to get know you, but you don't know her intentions. Guys, trying to check all the comments if I have any other good questions, and I want to finish this live stream, but too much going. Yeah, we have some long stream already. Interesting question. The scrolling. Is it true that Ukrainian women think American men are worse compared to Ukrainian men? It depends on life experience. Not that much American men here. That lady can have her personal opinion, personal life experience. If we will talk in general stereotypes, the same stereotypes you can have about Ukrainian women, and they can be completely wrong. The same stereotypes we can have towards American men. I personally working with American guys, so I have my personal opinion, right? And other ladies who never deal with the American guys, we have some our happy couples from Match Guarantee, and if you will ask our fiance or ex-fiance, yeah, who happily married with an American man, of course she will say that, oh, they are great, yeah, I'm happy now, and I wasn't happy before here in Ukraine. Or you can ask a lady who never had deal with the American man or had bad experience, and she will tell opposite. So I cannot agree or disagree that they worst compared to Ukrainian. More Ukrainian men like more on some points they're more comfortable because of the same culture. They know how to deal, how to communicate and build relationship with the Ukrainian women, right? So it's easier to communicate with the Ukrainian men. One language, one culture, one background. Yeah, they already aware of all these things. And you, when you come here from different culture, you can have different type of humor, different lifestyle, or different style of outfit, and everything will be cultural shock for a woman. But in some point, if some American guys come to Ukraine, most likely they will come with a serious goal to create a family, so she can have more credits of trust to American guys. Just because local guys can be not serious, yeah, they can date without no serious purpose, or she can be not lucky with that. But if men come half of a planet, yeah, crossed half of a planet, flew to another continent, definitely not for one night standing. Can be a case as well, but usually it's to meet a partner for life. So in this case, they can trust more. Yeah, so you already like commit. So it's very individual, depends on life experience. Wiki, is UBA a scam site? I left a comment 2 week with the lady that barely talks to me after contact. It's been 11 weeks and she only sends short message once a week. I got fed up after 11 weeks. I can confirm that UBA is a scam site. At least I have personal interviews with the ex-clients of UBA who was scammed with their ladies. I cannot claim 100%, but I met such cases. You can find interview at this channel as well from UBA. And this is a red flag if you receive an barely messaging after exchanging contacts. So you had to pay before, and she was okay to text you. Yeah, and now when it's for free, of course, it's a red flag. So it means she's not being paid for this communication. So she doesn't want to waste her time. She doesn't have personal interest to you, but not being paid, it means, but not to show that she's a scammer so fast. So sometimes she can answer you, yeah, not to receive the complaining. So you see by yourself, yeah, that no interest here. Why she signed up to dating site and started talk to you and exchange contacts if she doesn't have an interest. Nobody can force her to communicate with you, but if you are not her man, so why she supported this communication still or started this communication? Or if she understood that it might not work, she could honestly told this to you, like, sorry, don't waste your money, time. Yeah, I don't like you or something. But scammers never doing this. Guys, we'll skip some of your comments. Any other good questions, probably? You can contact me if you want to share your story. So I don't know how badly you was scammed, how long are you there, how much money you spent here for this, but the story doesn't look good. Tatiana, it's still ongoing. She messaged me after I complained. She asked me today for a private WhatsApp video chat. I have not gotten back to her yet. You can, if you want, you can share with me your story here, yeah, and we will find out. And by the way, those guys here, those viewers who will agree to come to me on camera, yeah, to organize this scam interview review from site you been scammed, yeah, to show the site. So those of you who will agree for scam interview review that you've been scammed, yeah, you will show the name of the site, probably the picture of the lady you was in communication, of you ladies. You can share some details about your experience. You will receive 3 months of top G membership from Ukraine Dating.tv channel. You can go visit this channel. Yeah, you will see the link to this membership and you will see all the perks you will receive with this membership, which includes personal private coaching, yeah, some Zoom sessions, and opportunity to visit our live streams to talk to our ladies. Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you for supporting me. I agree with Jana. Very bad tip. It's a possibility, but not a good strategy. I've tried all three sides, just a waste of time. I agree that it is waste of time. You know, we have I have one client, and he was personally in Kiev, and he tried to meet a lady from Tinder, and that lady on a first date asked to go to the shopping center and to buy her expensive stuff. So that was a result. Yeah, one lady, one date, and was proved her intentions. Yeah, that it is a scammer who consider foreigners as silly guys who will pay for her bills. Okay, is it better to find a Ukraine lady in Europe than compared to in Ukraine? As it's easier and safer, will Ukrainian will travel to Europe? A lot of Ukrainian currently living in Europe. but they don't have a claim on their forehead that they are Ukrainian. So by appearance, all people can look the same. So it's up to you. If you want exactly Ukrainian woman, you you can go to Ukraine. Not now. Now we have a war in Ukraine. It's not safe. You have risks. If you will go to Poland, to Czech Republic, to Germany, in Germany, a lot of our refugees, but you cannot stay on the street and ask each person or scream loudly on the street, all Ukrainians, please come to me. You can find some Facebook society, but what it will give to you? Like, most likely nothing. So in Ukraine, a lot of in Europe, a lot of Ukrainian people, but how you can recognize them, right? By speech, probably. But it definitely will make your journey more tough to recognize, to find out. William, to VK, seems UB started as a genuine site, then switched and is now a full fledged scam site. Can be, because I heard plenty of stories, and those clients who had deal with the UBA, so the quality of those ladies wasn't good. Mhm. Okay, guys, what else? Mhm. I will not comment, like, can can't argue or proof, or like will not have certain things to say. Okay, guys, thank you for being with me. See you next week. And stay safe, protect yourself. Thank you for your comments and good questions. And for those of you who stay in search, I wish you the best of luck. But visit our channel, our live streams, to know how to protect yourself and to recognize bad apples, yeah, and filter good apples from your communication. Thank you, guys. Bye.